Hey guys, welcome to story time. So let's talk about our family vehicle. So when we found out we were pregnant with Mason, Tyler started looking at cars. We knew that we were going to need something bigger than what we currently had. Tyler had a truck and he also had his car. And then I had a car, but it was, like a small car. It wasn't a family vehicle by any means. It wasn't unreliable, but it definitely had a lot of issues. If you know me at all personally, you knew the issues that this car had, like just everything. So Tyler had started looking for new cars. Literally right up until, I remember being in the hospital. I had just given birth to Mason, and Tyler's like, hey, look at this car. And I was like, look at this baby. So we went back and forth, tossing around if we were going to get something with a third row right away, or if we weren't going to get, a third row. We knew we wanted more kids than just Mason, but we didn't. And we still kind of don't know, how many we're actually going to have, stuff like that. But we knew that we wanted to buy this car and we wanted to have it for, a while. So ultimately we decided, we ended up getting something with a third row. So it was, I think Mason was probably a week old. And Tyler was still off work. He was on paternity leave. So he looked at me one night and he's like, hey, you want to go look at cars tomorrow? And I was like, sure, I don't have anything better to do, let's go. So he looks at me and he goes, we're not getting a new car tomorrow. And I was like, okay. I just want to preface this by saying that he said the same thing when I went to go meet our dog. I was going to the shelter and I was like, hey, I'm going to go look at this dog. And he was like, that's fine. You can look at the dog, but we're not getting a dog. I'm sure you can figure out what happened there. We got a dog. So he's like, we can go look at cars, but we're not getting anything. So we were going to go look at some 45 minutes away from us, but we stopped at this one place in town on our way there. And they had exactly what we wanted. It had the third row. It was fully loaded. It was a 2016 Ford Explorer. The price was right where Tyler wanted it to be. So he's like, let's just take it for a test drive. We'll see if we even like it. We don't know. So we took it for a test drive and we really liked it, both of us. And so he's like, I wonder what they would even give us, if we traded in your car and my truck. And I was like, I don't know. I've never, done that. I don't know. So we kind of ran some numbers, whatever. We went home and got our other vehicles and we went back and of course they got the price pretty much right where we wanted it, with our trades and everything. So we bought the car. I also always joke that my new car was my push present. Because Tyler always said that he wasn't going to buy me a push present. And then I had Mason and I got a new car a week later. That's just the fun little joke that I have. This next baby, though, I'm going to get a house. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so, we bought the car. It was everything that we wanted. We loved it. The best car ever. No complaints. We got the warranty on it, everything. So fast forward to Miss Mason being in the hospital. And I think it was probably 2 weeks in maybe 2.5. I don't know. I was having a rough day. Like, I called Tyler and I was like, I need you to like get up here as fast as you can after work today. Like, I'm just not having a good day. Like, I need you to take Mason. Like, I need to go for a walk. And he's like, okay. So he finally gets up there and he walks in the room and he looks at me and he's like, hey, I know you're not having a good day and I'm really sorry, but here, this was on your car. And he hands me a note. And it's like a handwritten chicken scratch note. And it says, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm really sorry, but I hit your car. And that was all I saw. And I was like, can anything else happen today? Like, it was just one of those days. I went and looked at my car at the damage. And it wasn't anything like too bad, but it was also like my new car. So, we had filed a report with like the hospital police just because that's like typical protocol, but we decided to like settle it civilly. The girl left her phone number, everything. I just honestly wanted to first call the number and make sure she left like a legit number before we decided what we were gonna do. So she originally wanted to handle it without insurance, and we were like, good luck with that, you know, it's gonna be pretty expensive. So it did end up being like $1,800 worth of damage to my car. And meanwhile, like, I'm in the hospital with our baby. Like, I don't have time to worry about my car. So we just kind of left it until she came home. So, you know, she ended up calling her insurance, whatever, getting it covered. You know, we got the money for it, whatever. We found out that they were going to cover a rental car, which is great because, Tyler has a car, but obviously he goes to work every day and I don't want to be stuck here at the house with the baby. So, they weren't able to get us in until today, which this happened in November. It's now January, but whatever. I mean, the car was still drivable. Like, it wasn't a big deal. So Tyler is taking it in this morning and he's picking out the rental car, everything, so we can have it ready and be good to go. So I'm very excited for that, for my car to be fixed, and yeah. So Tyler just called me, and I didn't clarify this earlier, but when we were car shopping and we were looking for like a family-friendly vehicle, we both made it very clear that like we're not gonna be a minivan family. Like, no matter how many kids we have, we're not gonna have a minivan. Any guesses what the rental we got today is? It's a minivan. So neither of us are excited about it. I mean, it totally is what it is. Like, it could be worse. We could not get a rental at all, or it could be like, you know, a small car. But I get to drive a minivan for the next week, and I'm just not looking forward to it. Luckily, I don't really have like anywhere important to go or anything, but you know, sometimes I like to take Mason, get out of the house. Yeah, it's not my Explorer, and I'm sad, but I'll get it back soon. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be that mom. No offense if you drive a minivan, but it's just not the route that we wanted to go. So yeah, catch me in my minivan. Good morning. So it's the next day. We are on our way to take this guy to the groomer. He's gonna go get nice and clean. He's going to have a bath. We got Mason in the back seat, of course. So yeah, we're in Tyler's car today because he's not allowed in the rental, and also Tyler has to take some trash off. And if you don't know, the house that we're living in right now, it's a rental, and the street that we live on is so narrow that they won't, like, the one trash truck that our city has doesn't fit on our street, so we have to take it off. Yeah, he's ready to go. He's such a good co-pilot. He's shaking, he's excited. I think he knows where he's going. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then Mason and I are gonna get some lunch, and maybe we will go try to find her some new clothes. She's finally in 3 to 6 months, so we're super excited about that. But we don't have a huge stock of that, so we'll have to go see what we can find. I'll see you guys later.
You're so happy, girl. Do you feel like you're 7 feet tall? Because you're about 7 feet tall now. Did you feel that way? Did you feel that way? Yes.
All right, we just picked handsome boy up from the groomer. Bud, were you a good boy? He's ready to go home and see his cat. So we will get him home, and that's gonna be all for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.